Good morning. One of the greatest hardships of being human is experiencing loneliness. It's just a reality. You can even be in a room of crowded people, body to body, or at a game, or at a concert, or even at church, and feel alone, feel lonely. Part of it is, as St. Augustine said, is that we were not made for this world, that our hearts long for the divine, and that there's this gaping, yawning hole within us that can only be filled with the love of God. Loneliness is something that sets us apart and makes us feel isolated. And yet, as I've been reflecting these first few days of Lent, there are allies for us, spiritual friends, allies that we can lean on. The Holy Family comes to mind. I don't think of the Holy Family often, and after reflecting in this way over these last few days, I think that will change. When you think of Joseph, there is so much in the life of Joseph that we can relate to. Here is a man who was successful, hardworking, an ethical man. We know that. And fell in love with someone whom he saw that he could spend the rest of his life with. Then this woman comes to him one day to say that she is pregnant, and he knows he's not the father. And this man, wrestling with reality and wrestling with the rules of the society in which he lives, comes to the conclusion that he will still marry this woman, and he will adopt this child. How many of you have adopted a child that was not yours through birth? An ally for you, someone you can lean on who understands your circumstances intimately. We have Jesus, a member of the Holy Family, right? The one who had to bury his father, who lost a parent. It's not easy. How many of us have had to bury our father, bury a parent? Lose that intimate life connection, lose the gaze that that parent would lovingly put upon us, and insights that parent would share from their own lives. And maybe the temptation that so many of us have, I'm just going to reach out and call him, call her. Oh, they're not here anymore. Allies in the loss we feel of no longer having our parents with us. And then there's the circumstances of Mother Mary, who buries a spouse, someone who has to let go of, have their life completely changed by the loss of a loving, intimate partner, someone who's walked with her, stood by her, protected her, defended her, was a collaborator with her when they were ready to pull their hair out, sometimes raising their child. Mary, a companion for you who have lost a spouse, and also a companion for those of you who have lost a child. I cannot imagine the agony, the pain, the absolute desperation of a heart that has to let go of a child to whom they've given life. And yet, this woman, who is 100% mortal, right? She is not divine. She is not an angel. She is a human being, a woman who had to bury her son, who had to experience the loss of a child. This family is here for us, doesn't take away our loneliness, but walks with us in our loneliness. A family we can lean on that understands completely and 100% what we experience. Perhaps this Lent, the Holy Family will become more meaningful for you, people who are alive and vibrant and supportive in your own journey.